Fuck self-care culture. Self-improvement is the way to go. Scrolling through your phone every time you can't be alone with your brain, with your thoughts, is making you unhappy. And you actually know that. What is happening with self-help culture? You would treat yourself after a hardship, after hours of studying or hours of working. You would treat yourself with watching a bit of TV. You have a cheat day from your diet, but only after 6 days dieting. What now has happened is that you treat more yourself without the hardship. And we wonder why we're unhappy. We are made for discipline. We are made to get this enjoyment from suffering, from like pushing ourselves. Fulfilling your desires without deserving it, without putting the work, is making you way unhappier. And it's fucking up your brain. Here are 5 ways and things to change to feel proud of yourself again. You need to understand self-discipline. Self-discipline is a form of self-love. You might think that being free and doing whatever you feel like it is the purest form of self-love. It couldn't be farther away from the truth. Knowing when to discipline yourself, knowing when to say no, knowing when to do things when you don't feel like it, that's the form of self-love, because you know that in the long run, this is what you actually want. This is what future you wants you to do today. Future you doesn't want you to sit down, watch TV, indulge in fucking TV, not exercising. Future you wants you to exercise, wants you to do the hard thing today so it's easier tomorrow. So think again about what is actually self-love, because the desires that come from the inside, these are not in tune with who you want to be, with your higher self. Self-care, it's ruining everyone. You having donuts every time you feel like it makes you unhappy. It doesn't take long to think and see that these like rushes that we feel inside, they are not there to make you happy. If you fall into a cycle of self-comfort to justify the love you have for yourself, and you will never do hard things because you don't deserve it, you will never amount to anything. If you don't learn to fall in love with self-discipline and hard work, nothing good will come from it. Giving in to your desires will never make you happy in the long run. Never. Remember, there's a balance. You have a cheat day after 6 days of dieting, not the other way around. You don't do 1 day of dieting after 6 days of cheat meals. Your body's craving sugar, so you give it sugar. So how can we fix that? Be honest with yourself. The change always comes from within. I can tell you, you can read books, you can watch videos, you can go to therapy. Until you're not honest with yourself, you will not change your life. Change has to come from within. And if you keep fooling yourself or fooling others, it will never work. Remember that there's 2 voices inside of you. Your higher self and your lower self. Your higher self is who you can become. Your lower self is what is pulling you down. If you pay enough attention, you will listen to your higher self. And if you follow that voice that tells you to get up, not to do the things that you know you shouldn't be doing, if you start to listen to that voice, that's when change starts to become a real thing. So here are the 5 things that you should change, that you can take from here, and that they will help you to respect yourself a bit more. Start small. You need to train the discipline muscle. I'm not telling you after watching this video, you should change your diet, change your behaviors, get rid of toxic people. Because in the long run, that is not sustainable. But starting small and keeping promises to yourself, this is what will make you feel good. If you say you will go out and walk for 5 minutes tonight, and you do it, and you keep the promise to yourself, that's a win. If you tell yourself you will wake up without snoozing your alarm, and you do it, you have won. Because you will start respecting yourself. But when you don't keep promises to yourself, that is the worst. This is one of the most important ones. You don't have to feel good. Don't listen to the people that tell you that you need to feel good doing things. Feel good when you're working hard. That is completely bullshit. We are made to feel fulfillment from discipline, from hardship. What if you have ever gone for a run and it's been hard? How does it feel after? Doesn't it feel good? You get this enjoyment and fulfillment from discipline. If you have ever gone for a run and it's been hard, how does it feel after? Doesn't it feel good? You get this enjoyment and fulfillment from discipline. Working hard on your goals should not feel good. And if you're expecting that, you will not amount to anything. It makes no sense. So don't listen to the people that tell you you should feel nice, you should make it feel enjoyable, because that's not life. That is literally what makes you feel unhappy. Life doesn't come with a manual that says you should aim for these feelings forever, because actually happiness comes from fulfillment. So you should aim to do things that makes you feel fulfilled. And respecting yourself and keeping promises to yourself and do hard things and following what your higher self wants from you, that's what is going to help you. Learn to delay gratification. What you're working for today, it might not pay off today, tomorrow, or next month, but eventually it will. And when it does, oh God, does it feel good. Trying to fulfill our desires today is what will prevent you from reaching your goals tomorrow. So learn to delay gratification. Working out today will not show my abs today, but in a year, in 2 years, I will have the body that I'm proud of, that knowing I put in the work. Don't trust your emotions. Your emotions are lying to you. Your mind wants you to remain the same. Your mind doesn't like change, likes comfort. And if you listen to your emotions and I don't feel like it, you will never do anything to change your life. Every day, we make about 90% of the same decisions from yesterday. So it's so difficult to change, and it's not on you. This is on like human nature. Our brain is made to make us feel safe, to make us feel comfortable, and to store fat. Okay, it's like it's a handicap. But when you understand what your brain wants from you, and that desire that comes from it, oh, I want to eat this sugar, whatever. You understand that your brain doesn't want the best from you. Your brain doesn't want the best for you. The things that your mind is telling you that will make you feel good, like eating sugar, or not doing anything, or getting into social media, watching Netflix, are the things that makes you feel worse. And it doesn't take a lot of thought to understand that. Flip it. Whatever your mind tells you, it's probably the opposite that you should do. Last but not least, focus on self-improvement. Fuck self-care. Self-care is fucking up your life. Self-improvement and doing things that your future self will thank you for doing. That's the truest form of love. That is real self-care. Doing the things today that will help you tomorrow. Do the hard thing today so tomorrow you can live a bit more comfortable. That is the purest form of self-love. Sabotaging yourself today and making things harder tomorrow, that's so fucking selfish. Think of it. It is the gap between the person that you are today. So I hope this has helped you. And remember, aim for self-improvement. Improving every single day and getting better, not self-care. Self-care should only come after the hard work, after self-improvement.